Selecting the appropriate forklift for the job. Obviously, it's pretty important that you choose the right type of forklift. And for most forklift operations, we use what's called a counterbalance forklift. Of course, there are also off-road forklifts that you can use, all-terrain type forklifts, which are great, and there are high-reach forklifts and many, many different sorts. But predominantly, we're going to be talking about a counterbalance forklift. And a counterbalance forklift is one in which you have a big steel weight at the back of the forklift and forks at the front. And so long as you keep the balance between the two, with most of the weight being behind the front wheels as far as the weight distribution is concerned, everything's going to be fine. When it comes to choosing an appropriate forklift, its means of propulsion, its engine or motor, is also very important because there are two predominant types. You have the internal combustion engine forklift and an electric or battery-powered forklift. And the two, although both do a similar job, work in different environments particularly well. Obviously, if you're working in a confined space, the use of an internal combustion engine forklift, that means a forklift that's running on petrol or gas or diesel, is going to emit fumes, and these can become a problem in a confined space, especially if it's not well ventilated. And so your better choice for a forklift in a confined space would be a battery-powered or an electric forklift, because an internal combustion engine forklift is going to cause risk to the operator, especially with the emission of poisonous fumes. You can die through breathing the fumes from an internal combustion engine forklift. And so take note, if you're working in a confined space, use an electric forklift, one powered by a battery. Now, while we're talking about electric and battery-powered forklifts, it's imperative that you realize that when charging your batteries, you must do it in a well-ventilated area. As you remember from your school days, batteries have sulfuric acid in them with the formula H2SO4, H standing for hydrogen. If you were to look in a battery while it's charging, you'll see that it's bubbling and appears to have steam coming off it. That's not steam, that's hydrogen. And hydrogen is an explosive gas. So, whenever you are refueling your forklift and charging your batteries, you must do it in a well-ventilated area. Otherwise, you increase your risk of explosion.